Hey everybody! Today is the long-awaited, much anticipated tour of our rig now that we have been settled in. We moved into our rig, today is the beginning of September, and we moved into our rig at the beginning of April. So how many months is that? April, May, June, July, August, September. 5 months. And we are totally settled, maybe a little too settled. I'm gonna show you guys what our rig looks like now that we've been living in it for a while and now that we've kind of adjusted things and tweaked things to fit our needs. Right now, we are standing in the living room. Our rig does have a full separate living room. Let me adjust this angle so you can see it a little bit better. So in our rig, we have theater seats right here, which obviously seats two. We've got a slide over here that has a love seat in it that's actually a jackknife, so it's a bed. And we've got another jackknife sofa over here. This is our living room during the day. At night, it becomes my 14, almost 15-year-old's bedroom. That was his choice. He wanted to have this room so that he could be separate from the younger kids and kind of have his own space. But let me show you how we've worked that out. So underneath the jackknife sofa, there is bedding. We've got his sheets and things like that, blankets and stuff that he uses every night. The fish, when we told Weston that we were moving into a fifth wheel, he requested, please let me bring my fish. So now our living room has a giant fish on the couch. But our kid's happy, so. We have cupboards over here. There's a cupboard right here, there's a cupboard down here, and there's a cupboard over here as well. Those are all Weston's things. So that's obviously his clothing, that's his books and his knickknacks and whatever. This cupboard down here, we've got controllers for the Xbox, and then we've got like scriptures and different books and things like that that we read on a regular basis. You guys already know this is a telescoping TV. So there's a little button over here on the side. Push that button and our TV emerges. Weston also requested that we find a way to keep his computer. He worked really hard and purchased his own gaming computer, and he really wanted to make sure he could still have that while we were living in the rig. We discovered that under the TV there's a lot of negative space that was unused. So what we did is stick his computer, that orange and black box right there, that is his computer. We got him a cordless mouse and a cordless keyboard so that he can utilize those and he can play his computer anytime he wants. And now his monitor is our big, huge TV instead, which is pretty cool for him. Also up here at the front of the rig, we've got the Xbox. We've got, this is a bucket of like electronics stuff, headphones and phone charging cords, the Oculus, that kind of stuff. And then I had to have a little bit of decor. And Weston also had a cactus that he loves, and the cactus had to come. And obviously, you know, bird butts, because we're adults and decorate as such. When we first moved in, I had this amazing idea that we were gonna have these like cute pillows on the couch and it was always gonna look so nice. I have discovered in the months that we have been here that the pillows just always end up on the floor and it's super frustrating. So they actually are stuffed in back here. Let's see, they're there, my cute pillows. And they spend like 98% of their time shoved back there because I just don't care anymore. The other thing we purchased for this room is this rug that I'm on right now. We found that it didn't feel super like cozy and homey like we wanted it to with just the wood flooring. Okay, next room. We are now going to go down to the kitchen area, and first I'll show you these little cubbies. We're here when we moved in, obviously it's part of the structure, but I decided that that was the perfect place for the kids' shoes because it's right by the door and it's out of the way and then it's not spreading dirt all over the house. The hutch right here, this is one of my favorite features of our rig actually because it allows us so much storage space that we wouldn't normally have. So let me just kind of give you a quick tour of what we have inside. We've got our control panel. In here we've got, because we homeschool, we have a lot of homeschool items, so we've got crayons, pens and pencils, dry erase markers, Sharpies, miscellaneous like scissors and stapler and that kind of stuff. These are school learning resource things, markers, glue, books to read. In this cupboard, both sides actually, we've got, this is school books, notebooks, that kind of stuff, clipboards, those things. Up here we've got a lot of games. We've got dice games, and we've got a matching game, and we've got Battleship. There's Scrabble hiding back there, and we've got small jigsaw puzzles. We've got card games. Down here we've got kids jigsaw puzzles. We've got a few board games and some like magnet boards that they can play with. There's some paper that they can do arts and crafts with. And then we've got our board games. Let me show you what we did here. We're a big board game family. We love having family nights where we play a board game all together. And I didn't really know when we were first moving into the rig, how are we going to make that work? Because board games in their boxes are big and bulky, right? But I saw this idea on Pinterest to get rid of the game boxes and put them in these envelopes. I found them at Walmart. I think they were like $4 for 3 of them or something, super cheap. And on each one I've written the name of the game, and then just all the pieces are inside. And it works out great. And there's chess, that's just the board. We've got the pieces hiding in there because they didn't fit. There's Suro, that's one of our favorite games actually. So we've got a whole bunch of board games, but it takes way less space than it would have. We took all of the kids' jigsaw puzzles and we got rid of the boxes. I cut out a little picture from each of the boxes so that they would know what they were building. And then I put their puzzle pieces in Ziploc baggies and then put the little picture in there. Zip that bad boy up. And we've got a whole pile of more jigsaw puzzles that they can do anytime they want. But it doesn't take up a ton of space either, because even these little Dollar Tree jigsaw puzzles, those boxes have a lot of negative space in them, and they take up a lot more area than you realize. Down here, we've got my central vac pieces, which it only came with a couple of basic pieces like the hose and like one extension, and it was not enough. So I actually took the accessory pieces from my regular vacuum from our Sticks and Bricks house, and those actually fit on the central vac. So I just use those all the time and it works great. In here, we've got junk stuff like some basic tools and like, I don't know, clothespins and that kind of stuff. It's like our junk drawer, but it's our junk cupboard. Just like we don't know where it goes, it doesn't have a home, so it ends up in one of these boxes in here. And then dog stuff and garbage bags. So nothing too exciting in there. My cute decorations up here, let me show you. We've got some family pictures that need desperately to be updated, especially Weston. And then we've got our cute little decor. And this right here, actually, that bad boy, that is our internet from T-Mobile. It works off cell phone towers. It gives us our home internet. It's got the same speeds that we used to have on Comcast when we lived in our Sticks and Bricks. We get the same upload and the same download speeds, and it's only $50 a month, you guys. And it's fabulous. Let me show you kitchen stuff. We installed this hook for keys, and then we installed these baskets for fruits and veggies. Clearly I need to go shopping. So we've got 2 of them right there. We've got 1 right here. The problem with this one is that when we're traveling, this slide comes all the way into like right here. So whenever we travel, we have to take this one down. We didn't realize that when we put it up, and there's not really another good place to put it. So it stays there, and we don't travel that often, so it's not that big of a deal. We also put another one right here for hot pads, so there's easy access to them. There's not a ton of drawer space in this one. Those are all of my drawers for the whole kitchen. That's why we decided the basket of hot pads is gonna be a lot easier. We also have this magnetic knife holder that is so amazing. So convenient and so helpful, and the knives pretty much stay even while we're traveling. We had 2 or 3 of them that fell down, but nothing crazy. There's our knife magnet, and they just magnetize right to it. Piece of cake. I can do what I need to do and pop them right back on super easy. Under here, it's kind of buried, is our dish rack. It is always covered with dishes. That is a little bit obnoxious every once in a while that part of the counter is always taken up, but that's another reason that we got this rig, is that there's so much counter space. Let me see if I can get you a better angle. I've got this like pseudo counter space over here that if I'm not using the stove top, I could use this, the glass cover section, I can use that as counter space. I've got this section that I use for the clean dishes, obviously the sinks, but then I have this whole countertop bar right here that is so helpful to have in preparations for meals and things like that. Most RVs have very little counter space, and that was a huge priority for me when we were looking, that I needed to make sure that I had space so that I can work in the kitchen. Chris and Weston just installed this for me the other day, actually, and it's meant for bread, but we ate all the bread and ran out, and now it has become a magnet for things. Yay for real life. Silverware, cooking utensils, baking items, bags and tin foil and plastic wrap and such. Up here, we've got food. That's our pantry. In here is a mix of pantry up there and dishes down here, and napkins, obviously. Over here, we've got small kitchen appliances. I don't know how well you can see that. Small kitchen appliances. That is Tupperware items, and pots usually go there, but they're gone. There's the grater. And then in here we've got pans and like casserole dishes and baking dishes and things like that, and then the strainer. Up here I've got mixing bowls, candles, cookie cutters, cookbooks, lids for the mixing bowls, and an insane amount of spices. And then under here I've got cutting boards and pans. That's a cooling rack, muffin tins, that kind of stuff. And then under the sink, we've got my KitchenAid, Instapot, Cocomotion, my teapot, the toaster, potatoes. There's rice, flour, sugar, oil back there, those kinds of things. And then Chris's grilling tools, we also hung up back there so they're out of the way. We also have in the kitchen the kids' chore charts right here that we rotate daily. We've got our cork board and we've got our calendar schedule. Also dog food. Our dog eats a lot, so we got this tin or this little container that can just like hug the wall right here, stay out of the way. And we've got dog food accessible, and then his bowls are right here underneath the fridge. We did add in this little coat rack. Chris made it, and we stuck that on the wall so that we have a place for jackets and my purse, because there's not really like a coat closet. Heading into the bathroom, we stuck this mirror on the door because the mirror on the medicine cabinet is great, but it's so high that the kids couldn't see themselves. And we thought about putting a small one under here, but Lily's in that weird height that she needs to see like right here, and so she wouldn't be able to see here, and she'd have to duck down to see here, and it'd be a pain. So we ended up putting this mirror on the door so that the kids can see themselves a little bit better. We've added in a couple more of those racks that we had out in the kitchen. That is washcloths up here and then hand towels right here. And then on the side, we've got these little hooks that we added in. I don't know if you can see them. They're pretty small. These little hooks right here where you just hang your toothbrush. So that we've got all 6 of our toothbrushes up there. Medications are up there. And, I mean, it's just a medicine cabinet. There's nothing too exciting in here. We've arranged it so that the top drawer has things that the kids are going to need: lotion, band-aids, glasses, cleaner. Lily uses these for her ears, that kind of stuff. The next drawer is buzzers for the hair, and then my female drawer. And then under here, it looks like a mess, but it is actually organized. I have a bunch of these bins. There's a whole tower of these bins in the back, and each bin is organized to different categories. These are just the things that we use on the regular. They stay out where we can reach them. This is the door leading to Chris's and my bedroom. He does work graves right now, though. His schedule always changes, but currently he's on graves again. So I don't want to go in there and bug him because he's sleeping right now, but I will tag or pin or put the card, I don't know what it's called. I'll put the little thingy up here with the link so that you can see a tour of our bedroom if you want to see that. Upstairs to the younger kids' room. This landing is kind of a catch-all. I'm gonna be real with you. We've got their laundry basket here. That is a pile of crap that needs to be put away that they haven't yet. There's Lily's Barbie house. Right here, we have hung their artwork. So this is just command hooks and a little bit of string and some clothespins, and that's it. And then they have a fun little place that they can hang any of their artwork that they want to hang. I've got some pictures of the kids because I like them. We've got this cute little like mini banner thing that just is so fun and adds some personality to it. And their bedroom, it's a mess. I apologize. Actually, I don't even apologize for that because 3 kids live in here and it gets messy, and that's how it is. When we first moved in, up here they had 2 one-person pads, and they were too big to add a third pad, but they were too small to push together to fit all 3 kids on it. Chris and I decided that we did not super love the mattress that came with it for us to sleep on. We just preferred the mattress that we already had. So in our bedroom, we actually took the mattress that came with the rig and we brought it upstairs for the younger 3 to sleep on. And we put our mattress from our Sticks and Bricks house down in our bedroom. So up here they have just one big, huge king mattress that the 3 of them sleep on. We added in this toy shelf. Each of the 3 kids up here has a box for their toys and personal items. This one is a box of books. This way the kids each have their own space for their own like fun items that they want to have. And then over here, the rig came with 3 sections of 2 shelves, which worked out perfectly because there's 3 kids up here. What we added in on these shelves are these bins that we got at Target, and they put all of their laundry in there. Porter is the worst at keeping it organized, but they each have these bins that have all of their clothing in there so that it's nice and organized. We got these little curtain rods at Walmart for like $3. And then my mom actually made them each a little puppy organizer that has all these cute little pockets and things so that they can organize their small things. They also hang their glasses in these when they're sleeping, that kind of stuff. So super fun, super convenient. There's some hooks on the wall to hang up hats and bags and things that they want. We also wanted to make sure to add in some things that they enjoy. So the boys wanted Groot on the wall, and Lily has this little llama that she loves on the wall. We've got a picture of Christ and the little I am a child of God mirror. And then obviously on the landing again, we've got the artwork and the kids' pictures. It's daytime, so you obviously can't see them quite as well, but we added in fairy lights that change colors. We got these on Amazon. They were super cheap. The fairy lights came with a remote, super easy to use, and the kids absolutely love it. It's probably their favorite part of their room is having the fairy lights up. We just hung them with these little clear command hooks all around the ceiling so there's no damage to the rig, but then they can have their cute little fairy lights up that they love to have. That is our house. This is where we live. When we first decided that this was what we were gonna do, I was very uncertain of what it was gonna look like. And can 6 of us live in this tiny house? I mean, I think it's like 400 square feet, and that's with slides out. There's not a lot of space. And I was very hesitant as to whether or not we could do this tiny home thing, and would we kill each other because we live on top of each other now, and would we be able to have that space that we need separate from one another? And I think we chose really well on which rig we picked, because there are 4 distinct separate rooms. Well, 5 rooms because I forgot the bathroom. So we've got the living room, you've got the kitchen, you've got my bedroom, you've got the loft, and you've got the bathroom. So there are 5 different distinct rooms within the rig, and there's tons of space outside. We do live in a stationary long-term stay trailer park. There's tons of yard for us. There's plenty of space for the kids to play, and it's been really good. This is definitely where Heavenly Father needs and wants us to be. I'm really grateful for his hand in getting us here. It's weird because I don't know how long we're going to be here, and I don't know where we go next. And every time we made a big change like this in the past, Chris and I had like a little bit of a game plan of what the future looks like, and what is the next step, and where are we heading from here, and we don't have that this time. So that is weird that we are running blindly. But we have been so incredibly blessed by making this sacrifice, and I know that the blessings are going to continue to come. And I just want to tell you, if you feel like God is telling you to do something, whether it's sell your house and live in a freaking trailer, or whether it's to quit your job or to have a baby, or I don't know, whatever it is that Heavenly Father is urging you to do, I just want to tell you that trust Him, because He knows what He's doing, and the amount that we get to see is like that big, but the amount that He sees is this huge, incredible tapestry. Trust Him, because He knows what He's doing, and He knows you, and He knows what's best for you. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I appreciate your support so much more than you even know. Have a fantastic day, everybody. The Otter Mama signing out.